Welcome to MsMojo, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the best devices in the Spy Kids franchise.
Behave, you guys. No fighting.
Number 20. Rocket Boots. The original trilogy's final battle is one of the most epic moments in the series. Everybody's favorite characters heroically appear to battle the toymaker's villainous robots. They don't just walk up to help, they arrive in style. Members of the extended family descend from the heavens in super cool rocket boots.
Let's kick some metal.
At that moment, every child in the cinema was seething with jealousy, imagining how much fun they'd have with a pair of rocket kicks. Well, not every character has them. Steve Buscemi arrives on his flying pig, Porky, a pet arguably just as cool as rocket boots.
Somebody call in a loon!
Number 19. Tent capsule. One of the most annoying aspects of camping is setting up the tent.
Okay, we're gonna set up a campsite, put up the tent, build a little fire, and roast marshmallows.
They're huge, cumbersome, and need a lot of hard labor to secure. If you like camping but not tent building, then the tent capsule would be a dream for you. It saves not only space but loads of time. When it works, it works. But unfortunately for Carmen and Junie, it fails completely.
I can't believe this. What happened? Nothing, that's just it. That was supposed to make an instant campfire, and that was supposed to make a shelter. None of our gadgets work.
If they were on a camping trip, it would have ruined the holiday entirely. As usual, they're on a secret mission, so they get on with the job rather than moping about the faulty tent. Number 18. Electroshock bubbles. Machete has a whole bunch of potentially lethal tools, which the kids get their hands on throughout the series.
Another fine Machete product. You make the best spy inventions in the world.
That's correct.
One such device is the Electroshock bubbles, which Carmen and Junie steal from Machete in the first movie. They do exactly what they say on the tin. It's a high-voltage bubble blower.
Stompers everywhere. Let's see if they like bubbles.
Carmen and Junie only use it to short-circuit some thumb robots, but it makes us wonder if they'd work on other things. As much as every child wanted electroshock bubbles, maybe this is better left as a sci-fi invention.
Can I have a
No.
glass of water?
Number 17. Rebreather. Scuba diving was a field tons of kids thought they'd someday start a career in. Most of us never followed up on that as adults, but still feel nostalgic for the dream. The first movie's scuba devices will bring back these feelings.
This must be it.
You're kidding.
It's a cave of sleeping sharks.
Sharks don't sleep.
Wanna bet?
These gadgets save the duo from an almost lethal plane crash. As far as Spy Kids tools go, it's one of the more realistic. The sleepy sharks, on the other hand, are not. Sharks don't sleep like humans do, as the film makes out, and they generally don't shut their eyelids.
Hey, little sleepy sharky.
It's asleep, silly.
I knew that.
In nature, they're also made of flesh and blood rather than CGI, another major inaccuracy. Number 16. Dance belt. Nailing a groovy rock concert in front of a huge cheering audience is a relatable daydream for a kid. Unfortunately, it takes a huge amount of skill to pull off, something that doesn't come naturally.
I am not going out there.
Oh, yes, you are. You're a spy, you're undercover, and you have to make them think you're a pop star.
I can't sing.
If Machete were your uncle, this wouldn't be a concern. Since he's a highly skilled inventor, he can just let the tools do the work. Carmen receives a super cool belt that makes her dance remarkably well. Alongside this, Machete also gives the duo a microphone that makes you sing amazingly, plus a guitar that makes you shred like Hendrix. Even as a grown-up, it's tough not to be jealous. Number 15. Carmen's glove. Carmen frequently intimidates people in the third movie with her giant mechanical hand.
Hey guy, we found your pal. Now where are we going exactly? Where's level 5?
First of all, you don't ask the questions around here. I do.
It's not a real gadget. It's just part of her in-game transformation. While it looks cool, it's never revealed to do a whole lot. It was probably just there for visual flair, which is enough to make a child envious.
We're not letting you shut down this game. Now you're gonna see just how fast that counter of yours can count backwards.
You have to go through me first. Game Boy.
The tubes connecting it could imply hydraulics are involved, so maybe it possesses some sort of super strength. Maybe it was so powerful they couldn't let Carmen use it, since they had to keep things family-friendly. Number 14, world's smallest camera. Cameras in 2001 were a lot clunkier than they are today. Film was more common than digital, and we didn't all have high-tech phones in our pockets. As such, the idea of an incredibly small camera was very exciting.
What are you working on?
World's smallest camera.
I don't see it.
Machete hilariously places it on his fingertip when doing maintenance. Fascinatingly, this camera has been a reality since 2023. A camera with a width and length of only 0.575 millimeters was created, approximately the size of a salt grain. Most people will probably stick with their phone camera though, since losing that would be a total nightmare.
How about it?
No, a million times no.
Number 13, electrical gum. Machete's already made bubbles lethal, but what about candy? He's done that too, with gumballs specifically.
Puny Junie. It's all over.
If you chew them up, when you spit them out, they can electrocute anything. The pair uses them to short-circuit robots like Robot Carmen and the occasional Thumb guard. Their underlying mechanics are pretty perplexing. Chewing something that holds a powerful electric charge should zap your mouth, tongue, or even your whole face. Instead, they only activate after being spat out, implying there's some kind of sci-fi sensor mechanism inside. Regardless of whatever's going on, they're a mega stylish and creative gadget. Number 12, acid crayon. Most of us had crayons to draw with, but what if they had another purpose? You should never eat a crayon, but if you did, they're usually non-toxic. Machete's crayons are another story. If you eat one, you might die. That's because it's been crafted out of extremely strong acid with the power to melt through thick metal bars.
It's okay, I know. We'll talk about it when we get home.
It's not the type of crayon you wouldn't mind getting mixed up in someone else's pencil case. It's one of many contraptions that make kids wish Machete Spy Shop were real, but parents don't share their feelings.
We have something to tell you. We're secret agents too.
Number 11, flying pigtails. There was no shortage of children with pigtails in the 2000s, but only Gertie Giggles had flying pigtails.
What you doing? Hi, Gertie. I'm just doing nothing.
They became her signature gadget, letting her hover like a helicopter. It's even cooler and more convenient than the rocket boots. Despite their power, she uses them sparingly in the second movie. Even when stuck in camel poo, she opts not to bother flying away. We guess one inconsistency is that in Game Over's final fight, Gertie uses rocket boots. It's unclear why. Maybe the boots give her better control, or it could just be a fashion choice. Alternatively, it could just be cheaper to animate.
Number 10, hammer hands and stompers. Not wanting to be overshadowed by the iconic gadgets of the original trilogy, All the Time in the World introduced a handful of sweet new gadgets to the world of Spy Kids, such as the hammer hands and stompers.
These are awesome. You can crush things.
While Cecil and Rebecca are given the opportunity to keep some souvenirs from the abandoned Spy Kids division warehouse, Cecil is immediately drawn to these gadgets, and we cannot blame him.
Hammer time.
According to Carmen, they use electron fields to create superhuman impact force. Basically, they give your hands and feet super strength. As if that weren't cool enough, they also glow in the dark, letting you clobber your enemies in style.
Uh-oh. Hey, there he is!
Now you've seen my dark side.
Number 9, virtual reality glasses. In Spy Kids 3D, Junie has to enter and complete a virtual reality game titled Game Over in order to free his sister and save the world.
Put on these glasses, and you'll enter the world of the game.
To enter the game, Junie wears special VR glasses that transport his consciousness inside. And at the end of the movie, when the Toymaker's giant robot runs amok in the real world, Junie and his family have to wear the glasses in order to see it.
Dad, you need these to see.
Glasses, quick!
We all wanted these glasses so that we could also play Game Over, and since theaters gave out 3D glasses that looked just like Junie's, we got to feel like we were part of the adventure for just a little while.
This won't be easy.
Number 8. Machete Buddy Pack.
How do you work this thing?
Despite the demand certainly being there, scientists still haven't quite figured out how to make a consumer-ready jetpack suitable for mass production. Junie and Carmen's inventor Uncle Machete, however, figured it out. And all we can say is, we'll take one, please.
Going up!
Uncle Machete's buddy packs made their way into a few Spy Kids movies, and each time they're totally awesome, reaching outrageous speeds and looking all kinds of epic.
Give me back that brain! Get away from me!
Everybody who grew up on Spy Kids remembers the jetpack chase scene from the first movie, and we'd be willing to bet that Uncle Machete's buddy packs have had starring roles in more than a few people's childhood fantasies.
Enjoy the ride!
Number 7. Field ambush supplies. Cecil's hammer hands and stompers are definitely cool, but the cream of the crop in terms of the new gadgets in the most recent Spy Kids has to be Rebecca's field ambush supplies.
Built to help a spy create on-the-spot booby traps, ambushes, mass confusion, and pranks.
Essentially a secret agent backpack, the ambush supplies kit contains tons of tools that come in handy for spy work, like the powerful electric whip Rebecca uses to fight and the classic Electroshock gumballs from the first Spy Kids.
Sorry! It's okay, do it again!
While Carmen explains that the ambush supplies kit is supposed to be for creating booby traps on the move, she also mentions that it can be used for pranks, which definitely gives us some ideas that we'd like to try out. Number 6. Wall climbing device. The Island of Lost Dreams wastes no time in introducing new gadgets to the Spy Kids universe that made all of us kids green with envy. Right out of the gate, Junie and Carmen are given these wrist apparatuses that aid them in scaling an amusement park ride in order to save the president's daughter.
We get to keep them afterwards?
No. Oh, yes, of course.
Let's rock.
Watching Junie and Carmen climb up the ride like Spider-Man had us desperate to try out the gadget for ourselves. Though their mission is cut in on by Gary and Gertie with what they claim to be a superior means of climbing the ride, we still think that Junie and Carmen's climbing gadgets are way cooler.
Way to scare my butt.
Number 5. Spy glasses.
Focus your eyes closer on the glasses themselves.
Whoa, maps and readouts.
There's quite a bit of modern technology that Spy Kids showcased back in the early 2000s before it was popularized in the mainstream. Video calls, watches that would connect to the internet, and even the Google Glass. Introduced in the first Spy Kids and popping up in other entries as well, spy glasses are an iconic staple of the series. These gadgets let the wearer visualize maps, store information, and access a large OSS database.
It's John again? Where's my mom and dad?
Of course, they're also oozing 2000s style. In Spy Kids 2, Junie uses a presumably updated model of the spy glasses as binoculars, and the way that the glasses zoom in on a target always had us going back to see it again.
Gary and Gertie, what are they doing here?
Number 4. Machete Elastic Wonder. Most of the gadgets on this list sadly don't exist in real life, so when playing Spy Kids, we had to make do with our imaginations. The Machete Elastic Wonder, however, can be found in pretty much any household's kitchen, cupboards, or drawers.
999 uses. And the important thing is, you have to figure out what those uses are with this.
Yeah, it may just be a rubber band, but like Machete says, it's also the world's greatest gadget. In introducing the Elastic Wonder and having it be the gadget that saves the day in the Island of Lost Dreams, Spy Kids gave us all a tangible link to the world that we all wish we were a part of.
They won't stay up! Machete Elastic Wonder!
With 999 uses that they have to figure out on their own, the Elastic Wonder inspired hours of fun.
I'm gonna make a fortune with these.
Number 3. Ralph. Every kid wants a weird pet that's unique to them. Better still if that pet is also the product of advanced, secret robotic engineering. Junie's spybug Ralph definitely appeared on some kids' wish lists after the release of Spy Kids 2, and fair enough.
Thanks, Ralph.
Junie can communicate with Ralph remotely and have it spy on people without them knowing, which gives Junie an incredible tactical edge in his spy work.
Get to the briefing room. We need you to spy on Gary and Gertie.
But let's be honest, we mostly like Ralph because of the way it jumps and swings through its environment and its incredibly toyetic design. Ralph is simply a way better pet than your average goldfish.
Good boy, Ralph.
Number 2. Spywatch. Even in the age of computers that can fit into our pockets, the novelty of Spywatches still captures our imaginations. The Spywatch appears in multiple Spy Kids movies, and it's easy to see why.
That baby will do everything but tell you what time it is.
The idea of having an incredibly powerful computerized tool strapped to your wrist is never not awesome, and with each Spy Kids movie, we got to see more and more of what these gadgets could do.
Everything you're wearing is right here on my wrist. It's super accurate and oh so light. It even tells time.
How did you get that?
Built-in satellite dishes, internet connectivity, cell phones, and so much more, these gadgets were iPhones before iPhones existed, and we'd still prefer the Spywatch any day.
How long have we been falling? I don't know. My watch doesn't tell time.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. The rehydrator, also known as microwave. The microwave-like appliance from the first Spy Kids is probably the least realistic gadget on this list, so of course it's the one we're most desperate for. Stored in the Cortez safe house, this rehydrator has the unique ability to turn popcorn-style bags or color-coded packets into entire meals. True to the wish fulfillment of the Spy Kids series, it appears that most of the meals you can make are junk food.
Check it out.
Even as adults, when we see Carmen pull a McDonald's meal out of the machine, we're hopelessly wishing that we could install one in our kitchens. If only.
Which device would you want in your arsenal most? Let us know in the comment section.
Okay, airspeed, fine. Altitude, fine. Autopilot, failing. Oh, great, another fine Machete product.